Stuck in ambition and I don't know what tomorrow holds, but I'ma jump right up in it. Yeah, Geronimo, yeah, Geronimo. Boy, like my God's in control, and I don't gotta fold my forehead in triplets. Let's just walk by faith and watch the promise come forth, because he meant it. I'm losing count of mistakes, I'm losing track of the wrongs. To come up is crazy, letting it go is a grace. I put my heart in a song and play it like David. Doesn't matter what I see no more.
Good morning, tribe. Welcome to another day in Vlogtober. Today is Wednesday, October the 8th, 2025. My name is Mare. If you are new here, and if you are returning, thank you for coming back. Let's get some tea going in our Keurig. It is roughly 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm feeling pretty lousy. By lousy, I mean I'm feeling pretty hungover. And I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Because y'all know I don't drink for the most part. But I had a ton of sugar last night because I stayed up past midnight studying. And so I ate really poorly last night. I actually woke up feeling hungover from all the bad sugars I ate last night. I even had soda. I had a Coke, and it was downhill from there. But today, we start again. Oh, the rain has stopped. Nice. Maybe we can actually get out and do something today because the rain held us hostage yesterday. Today is my trial practice where I have closing arguments. I was supposed to go to cycling class this morning at 8:30, but as y'all can see, it is 8:19, so that's not gonna happen. You guys, I am so extremely tired. So tired. I went to bed probably around 1 a.m. and then I woke up at 7:30. And I'm beat. I am super duper tired. I have to finish my homework, which I worked on really a lot last night, getting the pieces. Now I just have to put the puzzle together. Trial practice is one of those things where it's not natural, so it's hard for me because there are rules that you have to follow in trial practice, and those rules can cost you the trial, which could potentially make a person who's innocent guilty, or make a company that's guilty get off scot-free. So it's essential to learn all of the elements, all of the rules associated with a civil or criminal trial, if that's what you want to do, if you want to litigate as an attorney, if you want to be a courtroom litigator. I am exhausted. I can't say that enough. I didn't sleep well. I had nightmares, which is very common for me. When I'm stressed, I have nightmares. It goes without saying. It's gonna happen. And then my husband woke up at 5 o'clock this morning for work, or he left at 5 o'clock, so that woke me up. So I legit only got 4 straight hours of sleep, because after he woke me up, it was hard to fall back asleep. But at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and try to knock out this homework. I don't know what that noise is. It's loud as heck. Something outside. Let me go see what that is. Oh, it looks like a machine is outside scraping the concrete outside my neighbor's house. I guess he don't realize it's 8 o'clock in the morning. Just making KJ some waffles and about to make Wes some sausage and French toast.
Jump over that. Jump over.
That's his. Oops. You gotta move back. You're too close to the refrigerator. Move back, boo. Jeez, Louise. He's taking all kind of ills. Did you ask Wes where the tablet is? He said he don't know? Oh, you said that. Oh, okay. That's my son that ate this whole cake. My teenager. Crumbs everywhere. Child. My son likes these maple sausages at Aldi. So I'm going to pop these in the air fryer for him. Along with his French toast. Oh, this tray didn't come with the air fryer. I got this on Amazon. I think I got it on Amazon. Don't give me the lie. And then I got this air fryer called Beautiful, lined by Drew Barrymore. I got this from Walmart. Super cute. Okay, ready. See, off. What's that?
That's my candy.
Who gave you that?
What?
Give me that.
What?
Because I just made you some waffles, so why are you eating candy?
Because it's not sour. Is it sour?
All right. You don't have to feel like he got to eat all of it because he might get full. That's all I'm saying.
Argumentation is making a point, usually one of the elements of proof, and showing where the evidence is to support it. It's not me saying it, it's the evidence that says it. Now, when we argue, here's a good way to think of it. A judge friend of mine says, the jury doesn't want to hear what the evidence was. They know what the evidence was. They have good memories too. They want to know what the evidence means.
Wes, turn it around. The ladder is upside down. It's backwards. Turn it around.
Spider walking through.
Turn the ladder around, boo.
Wait, I have to wait until the spider goes away. There's a cocoon.
No, Wes. No, turn it back. Now turn it around and hook it onto this. Hook it on. Hook it on. Push it in. There you go. Now pull that thing. That black pole that's bent. Pull it up. Pull that pole that's bent. Pull it. Yep, pull it. Pull it some more. Pull it some more. Good. Perfect. Good job, buddy.
Where's my apron?
Look at Farmer. Fire Marshal Bill. Hey,
Hi.
you found some more anthills?
There's always more.
There's always more.
Always more.
Hey y'all, I'm still at it. It's like 11:30 a.m. I'm still at the writing my closing argument. I have to leave at 4 o'clock. How am I feeling? Am I feeling prepared? Nope, not yet. But hopefully by 3 o'clock I'll be feeling prepared, because that's when I have to jump in the shower and get dressed. The kids are outside playing and the house is quiet, so I'm going to take advantage. I hope you guys are having a great day. How y'all doing? How y'all kids doing? Good. Alrighty, I'll see y'all a bit later. I'm just sitting here in my cozy robe on the sofa trying to map this thing out, child. And like I said, this is a pass or fail class, so you only fail if you don't try. It ain't like you gonna fail if you try. So I'm gonna do the best I can. Hope for the best. Plan for the best. I ain't even gonna say the worst, because that ain't even my plan. The worst ain't even in my plan. The worst would be like not showing up. Hey y'all, I'm still at it. It's like 11:30 a.m. I'm still at the writing my closing argument. I have to leave at 4 o'clock. How am I feeling? Am I feeling prepared? Nope, not yet. But hopefully by 3 o'clock I'll be feeling prepared, because that's when I have to jump in the shower and get dressed. The kids are outside playing and the house is quiet, so I'm going to take advantage. I hope you guys are having a great day. How y'all doing? How y'all kids doing? Good. Alrighty, I'll see y'all a bit later. I'm just sitting here in my cozy robe on the sofa trying to map this thing out, child. And like I said, this is a pass or fail class, so you only fail if you don't try. It ain't like you gonna fail if you try. So I'm gonna do the best I can. Hope for the best. Plan for the best. I ain't even gonna say the worst, because that ain't even my plan. The worst ain't even in my plan. The worst would be like not showing up, and that's not even an option. Alright guys, I'm about to head to school. It's 4 p.m. It's the time I always leave. I had myself a 2-hour nap. I feel so refreshed. Sorry, that's so loud. I feel so refreshed. Hopefully the traffic isn't too bad on the way to school. I am thinking I'm going to go in there and change my shoes though, because this shoe, just this shoe, it makes so much noise when I walk. And it's going to make me feel self-conscious. So, do I wear the shoe or do I switch it out? It's just so darn cute. but it's so noisy. It goes squeak, 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 squeak. So, at any rate, I am on my way to class with about 2.5 hours to spare. So that'll give me time to get my exhibits and everything organized for my trial. I'm just wearing a body suit with a sweater. When I'm highly stressed, I like to be extra comfortable. So yes, I am on trial, doing a closing argument for trial today, but I don't have to dress up because it's not my trial. So if that makes sense, my trial is not until like way later. So alrighty, probably gonna stop at Sonic and get myself some strawberry water. It's literally just ice water with strawberry chunks at the bottom. It's very delish. And then head on to school. So see y'all later. Come with me. I think they slick. How can you call it a prime deal if he raising the price that week? I guess they raising the price in preparation for Black Friday. Wow, the gas is cheap today. It's $2.55. Cheapest I've seen it. Already full. My tank already full of gas though. Doing me no justice. My dad called me yesterday. He was really sad because his second or third cousin had passed away in his sleep. And I honestly didn't know how to console him. Like, that's not my area. Death is very hard for me to physically, mentally, emotionally process. I know for a fact that, you know, it's hard for everybody, but I just don't feel like I react appropriately. I feel so far removed emotionally from death that when people pass away, I just think, oh, death is literally just a part of life. Like, that's how I look at it and that's how I process it. But I know that's very cold stuff to people, and so I don't know how to respond when people call or tell me that somebody they love passed away, because I don't have the same reaction that they do. How about y'all? Do y'all feel like that's a sore area for y'all to like offer condolences? Because that's what I did. I said I was sorry. You know, I said to my dad that I was sorry that he lost his cousin, and I hope he had fond memories of him and that he lived a good life. But I still don't feel like it was enough, you know. And I guess, like, in my mind I'm thinking, was that the right thing to say, or should I have just said nothing? Whenever somebody would pass away, whenever someone would pass away that I barely knew, because I barely knew this cousin, I would be so confused on how to react, how to respond, that I just wouldn't say anything. I would just literally just be like, dang, you know, I'm so sorry to hear that. And then just, that's it. Like, boom. What, you know, what's the number to the, what's the phone number to the, funeral home so I can, you know, send a bouquet, or I can, you know, send a card or something. But my heart will be far removed from it, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making any sense, actually. Y'all tell me if y'all can relate. But emotionally, there was nothing there. Emotionally, I couldn't feel anything. And I think it all started when I lost my son's father. My son is 19, but his father passed away when he was 3. And that was the most detrimental death that I ever experienced. I was probably like, let's see, if my son was 3, I was like 26 or 27. And that was truly, truly, truly detrimental to me. It took me years and years and years to get past that looming depression over losing him, and then to lose him in such a traumatic way. He was murdered, you know. It was just more than I could handle. And after that, I sort of kind of resolved within myself that, you know, death is just a part of life. We're gonna lose the people we love. It's just a matter of time. And don't hold on too tight, because they're gonna go. And when I started to think in that moment that everybody I love is gonna leave me one day, it made it a little bit easier for me to cope with or deal with personal loss. And I think it made me a little colder too, because I don't cry when people pass away. I feel sad when I see people crying. Like, I think that's a normal reaction when you see somebody crying, to feel like, you know, a little choked up and stuff. But that's about it. And then I think to myself, like, and I don't know what the appropriate response ought to be. I just know that when I see people responding to death, especially death that was not expected, that they're very emotional and very just inconsolable, beyond words. Nothing really comforts them. There's nothing that can be said. And I just don't go through that. I mean, I haven't. Not since I lost the person that was closest to me, my son's dad. Not since. So, yeah. I'm at Sonic. Get my water. Hi, can I have a large cherry water and a large strawberry water? That's it. Okay, thank you. So the price for the water is 69 cents. So I got 2 this time because trying to enjoy a little bit of a healthy treat this evening. I have been so bad at eating poorly this week. I've been giving myself a lot of grace. Like, hey, you know, this is a stressful week at school, you know, stressful week at home. Everything is going to be okay. It's not the end of the world. All these things. I've been giving myself a ton of grace. Probably too much grace. I've been giving myself grace upon grace. Right? But I probably should just like slow up a little bit on the sugar. I was watching some YouTube video where they were saying that what you're doing is you're feeding yeast in your body, yeast in your all over your body. You can have yeast all over your body, and the more sugar you eat, the more you feed the yeast. So I have been definitely feeding the yeast, because number one, I normally don't eat like, hey, hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
I have the water with cherry.
Okay.
And then this is the water strawberries.
Okay. Thank you.
I can get your coins for you.
No, I'm fine. Thank you so much. Have a good one. I normally don't eat all this sugar because I normally don't have it to eat. Like, I normally don't have it in the house. But since we had that party last week, I have a ton of sugar. Sorry, y'all, to bring up such a grim subject. I know a lot of people don't like talking about death. I know they feel like that's taboo. So we can definitely change the subject. Oh, so everybody gas $2.55. Okay. Because I usually go to that gas station right over there, that little cheap gas station, the little mom and pop gas station, and they be the cheapest in town. But I guess everybody on the bandwagon today, like all the name brand gas stations and everything. So, y'all, I've been praying so hard lately, and meditating on His Word lately, that I feel such a calm, such an overflow of calmness right now. Normally, I would be a bag of nerves headed to do any type of public speaking or presentation. However, today I just feel calm. I feel calm. I've been doing a lot of praying. And I've been saying to myself and to the Lord, whatever you want, that's what it's going to be. Whatever you want, Lord, that's what it's going to be. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Y'all, I don't know what happened to my good chapstick. Y'all got y'all chapstick and y'all good chapstick? Me too, girl. I don't know what happened to my good chapstick. It usually be right here in my car. I must have borrowed it one day and then put it back. I must have borrowed it and didn't put it back. It must be in my pocketbook. Because I sure can't find it, child. And y'all know that dang on selfie stick then broke. I guess I got my $5 worth. Y'all know they got them selfie sticks at Five Below. So I said, I guess that I got my $5 worth. I still got the remote, but the selfie stick, I had to throw him away. He had fell apart. But essentially, the point I was trying to make with that whole story was, my parents are aging. We are aging. You know, my parents are in their mid-60s. I'm in my mid-40s. We're all aging. And it must be really hard to, you know, lose the people you love in such a short span of time. Not due to something tragic, but just due to life just ending naturally. And that must be really scary for my dad and for my, you know, for my older family members who are, you know, dwindling down in numbers. And I feel for them. I feel for them with my whole heart, because I know that must be difficult. So I am going to call and check on him, just make sure he's doing okay. And of course, you know, get the information for the funeral so I can send a card, send some flowers. I did reach out to another family member who's the brother of the deceased, also my cousin, and just offer condolence via text message. See, I don't even know if that's appropriate, because this is a text generation. This is a text generation. This is a social media generation where people do everything via the phone. Everything. You can invite somebody to a wedding. You can invite somebody to a funeral. You can attend, you know, RSVP for things. You can job interview. Everything is technology related nowadays. But the first thing that people put down is the phone. They put it down. They don't want to talk. They don't want to hear your voice. They won't answer the phone when you call. And if they do, they almost like try to brush you up off the phone. So I don't know if that was appropriate to text condolence. I don't know, child. What would you do if somebody passed away and they lived out of town or whatever? Would you call or would you text? Would you or would you just go ahead and send a card? I don't know. all the above. And I don't know if I was in their shoes, would I be offended if somebody texts me, RIP or my condolence. I would just be like, thank you, for thinking of me, in my time of need. But I'm not everybody. I don't know how appropriate or inappropriate that would be, especially in my parents' generation. So, my dad could have easily texted me and be like, cousin so-and-so passed away. But he literally just got on the phone and called me and was like, hey, I just wanted you to know so-and-so passed away. And I was like, I don't even know who so-and-so is. But then he started explaining to me that this was somebody he grew up with. They were very close. They're related to us, etc., etc. And I was just like, I'm so sorry. I feel bad that I don't know the person. But I'm very sorry that you lost somebody close to you. But yeah, I don't even know the child. Yep. That's it. That's the end of that story. On another note, this strawberry water or cherry water is banging. It's so good. Please, if you haven't tried it, go to Sonic and order you a strawberry water or cherry water. It's so good. Okay, we've made it to school. I love to see it, all these BMWs in the parking lot. I love to see it. Goals upon goals. No, I'm just playing. I don't know if I want to be in W or not when I graduate. I definitely want a new car, but I don't know if I want to be in W. Hey, how's it going?
Don't have the opportunity to hear the good news, the good about her. The good story is never as loud as the bad.
You, the jury, to find the same. In summary, I ask you, the jury, to decide that Dr. Adams has not met her burden in proving, by a preponderance of evidence, her claims of false arrest, malicious prosecution, and defamation.
The one thing that I think is detracted from your presentation is reading it. The fact of the matter is most of us don't speak like we write. And what's fine for somebody to read is not necessarily the best it can be for a jury. And it just comes across as flat. I think your substance was good, and maybe it's a function of you just, not having it internalized. But I would err on the side of not having every word down and just having the concepts and the basics, and maybe making some mistakes in the words that you use. But
She wasn't watching closely. She admitted it. She didn't check to see if the clone was even on the counter when she called for security. Yet she hastily and recklessly signaled for security. And that careless act set off a chain of events that drastically hurt Dr. Adams.
Evidence, more likely than not, all 4 of those essential elements. What is malice? Malice is integrity. You treat your community with dignity and respect. You will also be treated with that same dignity and respect. Dr. Karen Adams lived that dream.
Now we'll go over the claims against Chandler Department Store. We have false arrest, malicious prosecution.
Section tonight, if you could email me your PowerPoint, either the PowerPoint as it is or as a PDF, just so it's helpful for me to go through those. And, do you want any rebuttal time?
Sure.
You should stay at council table too. Is that your verdict for? Proceed.
Okay. Ooh, rich people problems. Who is telling the truth? Did the plaintiff prove their case? Somebody's lying. They can't both be the truth. One is telling the truth and one is telling a big old lie. So how do you decide? Justice isn't about doing the easy thing. Justice isn't about doing the popular thing. Justice is about doing the right thing. That's why the law puts it in your hands to decide. The most important power in this court, it exists in you. The power to do justice and the power to do what's right. The plaintiff is suing Chandler Department Store on 3 theories. Did they prove their case? I submit to you that they did not. They are suing Chandler for false arrest, malicious prosecution, and defamation. False arrest has 4 elements: unlawful detention, lack of justification, intent to detain, absent consent, and violation of rights is what she is claiming. She's claiming that that Chandler held her against her will without lawful justification. She's also claiming malicious prosecution. She states malicious prosecution is the defendant is stating that without probable cause, that we brought an action against her with malice. Malice means we wanted something bad to happen to her. And that the prior action was terminated in the plaintiff's favor based on merit. Merit means that she was innocent, the court found her innocent and dropped the charges or ruled in her favor. That's what she's claiming with malicious prosecution. So, initiating a legal proceeding without probable cause and with intent to cause harm. The third and final claim against Chandler is defamation. The elements of defamation is false statement in a publication with fault and damages occurred. So the false statement about her caused her reputation to be harmed. And the plaintiff is seeking damages. She is claiming not only that she's been damaged, but that she wants Chandler to be punished with punitive damages for willful and wanton misconduct. Members of the jury, Your Honor will instruct you on what they must prove. So you might be wondering, when the plaintiff lawyer gets up to argue again, see if she addresses the questions all of us are wanting to know the answer to. Like, why was Dr. Adams so mad?
Why did she quit therapy so soon? Why didn't she mitigate her losses instead of cutting her hours in half? I will tell you why. Everyone sees things slightly different. That's what makes us human. So when two people see the same thing, they're going to describe it the way that they saw it, in their own words. Remember when the defense in our opening statement, we asked you to hold Dr. Adams accountable. And Dr. Adams team promised that they would submit proof of these allegations. Chandler denies each of the plaintiff's allegations based on two words: shopkeeper's privilege. Shopkeeper's privilege is any retail establishment that has a reasonable ground to believe that any person has taken any item of merchandise without paying for that merchandise may be detained for a reasonable period of time under a reasonable circumstance to determine whether such merchandise has in fact been taken without being paid for. And these are the elements of shopkeeper's privilege. When we talk about retail establishment, we're talking about this mom and pop store, Chandler department store, that's a staple in this community. When we talk about reasonable grounds, we talk about eyewitnesses. You heard from Bailey Williams, but you also heard from the young college student who was working for Chandler, just trying to work her way through school. Any person. Now, Dr. Adams doesn't believe that applies to her because she's privileged. She's a doctor. But what does the statute say? Any person. Taken. She placed that perfume in her pocketbook. Any item of merchandise. It was Chandler's perfume, Chandler's YSL, without paying. She tried to walk towards the exit, detained, and the security stood in front of her and prevented her from exiting the store. Reasonable period of time. Each and every record showed that she was detained for no more than 10 to 20 minutes. Reasonable circumstances. She was in a security office. She wasn't in a dungeon. Merchandise taken or not taken. The merchandise that they found in Dr. Chandler's purse matched the missing merchandise in the store. Members of the jury, we are at a disadvantage here. You see, we only get to stand in front of you one time. After I sit down, the plaintiff gets to make a second argument. I don't get a chance to respond. So all I can do is try to anticipate what they are going to say. For the rest, just look at the evidence. Okay? You're gonna get a jury verdict form. All we need you to do, and this is so easy, is just look at the evidence and find what any reasonable person would find, that the plaintiff, Dr. Adams, has not proven her case. That was all we asked you to do in our opening statement, was just to hold her accountable. Make sure she do what she said she's gonna do, and she didn't do it. She wants punitive damages. Punitive damages is a fancy word for punishing somebody. Remember that story in the opening statement where I talked about the dinner party guests stealing your silverware, and you have the right to stop that person from taking what doesn't belong to them? What would it look like if the court punished you for protecting what belongs to you? They won't, because that's trespassing chattel. Same with Chandler department store. They have shopkeeper's privilege. They're not gonna be punished for doing something to protect their own merchandise. I submit to you that Dr. Adams' team has not proven, with the preponderance of the evidence, their case. But the questions on the jury verdict form are gonna say, number one, did the plaintiff prove that did the plaintiff prove that Chandler falsely imprisoned her? Just check no, okay?
1 minute left.
Did the plaintiff prove that we defamed her? Absolutely no. Did the plaintiff prove that the defendant maliciously prosecuted her? Absolutely not. And these are the things that you are going to take back into that jury room with you to help you to put A and B together, just like I showed you in the exhibits, okay? So this case, again, back to our opening statement, this case is about sticky fingers, okay? These are all exhibits that you have that you will be able to take back into the jury room that will show you the inconsistencies in Dr. Adams' statement. In conclusion, you have the right, the American right, to protect what belongs to you. Chandler, too, has that right. You have the right to not be the victim of a person with sticky fingers. Dr. Adams not only has sticky fingers, but Dr. Adams has privilege. She feels like the law does not apply to her, and you have it within your right to show her that the law not only applies to her, but that you're going to hold her accountable by vindicating Chandler Department Store and denying all requests from Dr. Adams, including damages. Thank you for your time.
All right, on the defense side first, Ms. Harrison-Bates, I like your discussion of the statute, shopkeeper statute, and when that slide popped up initially, I thought, well, that's kind of a lot of language up there, but I like the way you went through each element of the statute and then talked about proof. You're starting, the start of your closing argument had some energy and the clapping, and now you're aggressive. No question about that. And there's a decision that the lawyer has to make in this case of, are we going to continue to claim that she did steal, or some of the defendants have taken the position that, well, she may not have stolen, but it certainly looked like she did. And that's just a tactical decision that you make based on what you think the best way is to go. Your rhetorical questions were good. Why'd she cut her hours so much? Why'd she stop the therapy? On the false imprisonment claim or false arrest or the detention, I thought you did a nice job with that. On the defamation and malicious prosecution, I would have liked to have heard a little more argument of why those claims shouldn't prevail. You talked about the elements of those, but I would have liked to hear a little bit more, like you did with the first claim, on why they fail. But overall, I thought you did a nice job. All right, on the...
Okay, guys, so I just got done with civil trial practice. I got really good feedback from the professor, so hopefully everything is all good. I still have a bit of nerves afterward, and the reason why I have a bit of nerves is because of the negative feedback. It wasn't really negative, it was just criticism, like critiquing my performance. And so again, I'm working through accepting criticism. I'm working through accepting areas that I need growth in without feeling the need to beat up on myself. And so that is still a work in progress. I can't literally change the biological dynamics of how I feel in an instant. It takes time. It takes talking to myself, working through, this is an area that can be improved upon. This is an area that can change, and it won't happen overnight, and don't expect it to happen overnight, because what we're doing in 5 days, people have years and years of practice doing. And so, yeah, tonight was a good night. I was very calm, cool, and collected. I will post for y'all the opening statement that I gave so that y'all can have something to compare the closing statement to, because I realized that some of y'all may not have seen that video that I posted regarding the opening statement, and I did reference that statement in my closing. But overall, tonight was a good night. I normally stay after class and go to the library and work on Thursday night's homework, but I am exhausted. I am physically tired. So I'm going straight home. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Sis is tired. Sis will work on tomorrow's homework tomorrow. Let tomorrow's worries take care of itself. That's, that's a old adage that I hold near and dear to my heart. Because the only assignment I have tomorrow is for family law. And she literally put everything that we need out there. So we'll worry about that tomorrow. But at any rate, thank y'all so much for being here. I know y'all like, girl, we love you. I love y'all too. Hello. And I will see y'all tomorrow for another day of Vlogtober. Until we meet again, may his peace be with you and yours always. Much love. Good night.
It's the end of the weekend, but I still wanna turn up. Yeah, I still wanna turn up. All I want is to go.